South Korea blasts Russia-North Korea deal, says it will consider supplying arms to Ukraine.
Here's a summary of the article.
We, Yahoo, are part of the Yahoo family of brands, the sites and apps that we own and operate, including Yahoo and AOL, and our digital advertising service, Yahoo Advertising. When you use our sites and apps, we use cookie policy. Greater than cookies. Cookies allow the operators of websites and apps to store and read information from your device, authenticate users, apply security measures, and prevent spam and abuse, and if you click Accept All, we and our partners, including 237 who are part of the IAB Transparency and Consent Framework, will also store and/or access information on a device and use precise geolocation data and other personal data such as IP address and browsing and search data, for personalized advertising and content measurement, and audience research and services development. If you do not want us and our partners to use cookies and personal data for these additional purposes, click Reject All. If you would like to customize your choices, click Manage Privacy Settings. You can change your choices at any time by clicking on the Privacy and Cookie Settings or Privacy Dashboard links on our sites and apps.
This post received a score of 19,000, with an upvote ratio of 96%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
To put into perspective how big this could be, South Korea is outproducing the whole of Europe combined in artillery ammunition right now. Also look up how the defense industry exports have been going since 2022.
Why are they producing so much?
They want to become a top 4 weapons supplier, and Europe, mostly Poland, is more than willing to help them reach that goal in response to the whole Russian invasion of Ukraine.
Poland was already going for K2 before the second invasion. They chose Korean tech because the Koreans promised to tech share and build the tanks locally in Poland, whereas they weren't going to get anything close to that buying Abrams. Korea has been making this play for decade plus now, and they're kicking ass.
My understanding is that Rheinmetall also does tech transfers and doesn't rule out setting up local factories, but Hyundai Rotem's tech transfer offer was far more generous and the delivery timelines much closer to what Poland wanted. Rheinmetall is overbooked on the Leo 2.
Leo 2 is KMW methinks. Also per some Polish articles. Polish army was complaining about them due to very strained spare parts availability. We had a program to update our oldest two A4s to L2PL, 140 units, but it had hit 6+ years delay and price went up by like 50% due to spare parts.
Yeah, that would make sense. And having a K2PL plant set up in Poland with a full supply chain for most parts would go a long way towards solving that problem.
I mean, Korea is already contributing indirectly to the war. Canada was able to send their artillery shells to Ukraine because Korea sold a fresh batch of 155mm artillery shells to Canada. Poland was able to send tanks to Ukraine because Korea sold new K2 tanks to Poland. The only difference now is that Korea will consider selling directly.
I think it's incredibly important because it opens up the possibility that Korean arms currently being made for Poland might be able to be reprioritized for Ukraine instead. Artillery shells are nice, but tanks, MLRS, SPGs, and artillery would be even better.
Tanks, MLRS, SPGs, and artillery all require vastly more munitions per vehicle than they need vehicles. What's the point of artillery without ammo? Ukraine has been begging for more ammo far more often than they do more vehicles. Also, more vehicles mean more troops, which isn't really a surplus for Ukraine. So, yes, shells first, middle, and probably last.
South Korea is one of the world's largest munitions producers, so direct supply to Ukraine would be huge.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.